So Radhika, you are the host now. So you can go ahead and share your screen.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. One second. So actually first is CloudFormation is like what we are doing right now is creating an instance using CloudFormation. So for that, in the search button, I'm going to do like in the search bar, I'm going to type as a CloudFormation. Okay, here.
Okay.
Here we need to go to create stack. Here, right? So they're asking like template is ready. So at the back end, I did my script ready. So I'm selecting the template is ready option and template source upload a template file because my file is already ready. So I'm choosing that. From here, I'm choosing my file. So I created a like YAML file. As you all know that CloudFormation accept only two kind of things. One is YAML file and one is JSON file. So in this case, I'm creating YAML file. So first I'll take this test one. Test one means I'm just using the default AMI, yeah, default AMI with all the default things what we do while creating instance in AWS. So I uploaded that. So I'm giving stack name, sorry. As a default stack. So here, if you see all these things, I gave it in the script, this availability zone. Like I gave US East because my availability zone here is Ohio, so which comes under East. So I selected, I gave in the script as US East, and this AMI, how I got all these things, I'll let you know when I go to the script, I'll explain you. But these all the options, what all we got it here, I did it in the script. I gave it in the script like key name, subnet, VPC ID, instant type, everything I gave in the script. So after this, we need to go to next.
Okay.
And I did not add any tags or in it because I'm just doing a test file like.
Okay.
So next. So this is all verification. We can see what all are like, whatever I gave the information, all this is whether right or wrong. I'm just making sure that everything is right or wrong, availability zone and everything. After I verify this, so I'm going down. So create a static. So if you refresh, so here, see, create complete. So once, see, resources creation is ready. So demo instance is ready. So for that,
Radhika, I have a question here. So two instances got created, right? One is create complete. Demo instance and demo. No. At 546. Now it is 546, right? Why we are seeing two?
So it is still in the progress, Shailaja. Basically, what's happening is, so when you apply the stack, right, it will provision one resource at a time. Basically, if you look at that script, right, it's still in progress. Basically, so that is the demo instance. If you refresh that one, you see that now stack
Yeah,
is
but
completed.
two are so by default two stacks will be created.
No. It will be only one stack actually. It shouldn't be two stacks actually.
If you go to the resources, see here you have. See, anytime instance starts with I, I think you all know that physical ID, it starts with I.
Yeah, so
So
that's only one instance has been created.
one instance has been
The
created.
security group name, that's a provision. So what happened is it created a security group basically. It did not take like existing security group. It created a security group and it created an EC2 instance under that security group. That's what happened. Remember, even if you go to Radhika, did you want to go to EC2 console and let's try to create an instance manually and we'll see.
Okay, first of all, can we see this instant is
Oh,
instant
yes,
is
yeah, go
created or
ahead.
not?
Yes,
Let's go ahead and see that and we can create that.
Okay.
So right click here and open in a new tab. Yeah. So EC2. See, we can like
Yeah, click on that instance and let's see what you have got there.
and we can cross verify like this also, right? Is that instant what we can have in the other? See,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
starts with I and ends with 755C. If you go
Okay.
to
Okay. Yeah, now let's go to EC2 console and try to create one.
755C.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. So now go to EC2, yeah, launch new instance, Radhika, and we'll see.
Okay.
If you launch new instance, right, and choose an AMI, it's the same thing, default, choose an AMI, then yeah, just
Type T2 type.
yeah. So we did not select any security group, right? Here, if you go to one step behind Radhika, go click on that six on the top, you see that one, yeah. If you click on that six, you see that. So what's happening, Shailaja? Assign a security group, create a new security group. We did not provide any security group, right? So that's what was happening in that script as well. Before it provision a service EC2 instance, it is creating a security group. Under that security group, it is creating an instance. Does that make sense? Hello?
My question is, so why we are seeing one as created, I see two instances created.
No. That was not two instances. If you go to the CloudFormation, yeah, you see that. So one is demo security group. That was security group has been created.
In events, click on events.
Yeah, if you click on the events, right, you see
Yeah, I'm
that
seeing two here. One is demo instance and default stack.
demo instance, but I don't see any demo instance over there though. That demo instance is a resource creation initiator. That is, I strongly believe that that is related to security group. It's not an instance, I guess. If you go to your EC2 console, EC2 management console, Radhika, go to EC2 management console. Don't create any instance. Just go to EC2 On the top search
EC2.
bar. Yes, on the search bar, yeah, go to EC2. Enter. Click on that EC2.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, you can drag that down a little bit down, drag it down. No, yeah, that one. Yeah, you can drag that one. If you go a little bit bottom, you see that. Yeah, all you have just one instance actually. So that was completely. If you go to the, let's say, yeah, go to the CloudFormation stack. Actually, we'll see what happened. So okay, create complete, create complete. Okay, go a little bit up. Stack info. Go to stack info. So yeah, if you click on that stack ID, what you will see? Did you see any logs or something like that? We'll see. It's the same thing. Go a little bit down, a little bit down. Down.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
so it did not create any extra instance, but I strongly believe that that was related to
I think these are the events, like about after the, if you see the timings are different, like within a seconds.
yeah, but those events
But
will
if you
be
see end of the day, the side default stack, it just created one.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I
what the default stack is uh, now I understand why why we are seeing the demo instance. Okay, so is everybody understood how to create a CloudFormation stack? We will discuss the stack now. What went inside that stack and everything. Now you can go ahead and open your stack, Radhika, and you will see that uh, you will see there actually demo instance.
No, actually, I think there's demo instance where in the script file, I gave it the name as demo instance.
Exactly. That's why we are seeing the demo instance. It's
Yeah, I
not,
gave the instance name. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what it was actually.
if you want, I can show you here the script.
Okay. Yeah.
See,
Do you think you can explain us the script? You see that that was a reference basically.
yeah.
Shailaja, did that answer your question?
Yeah, I got it. We have given demo instance as a stack name,
Yeah.
but by default instance and demo instance two are create. I mean, in event why we are seeing that one.
Yeah. So the events are it's like a logs basically. What happened, what happened, things like that. So initially demo instance has been created, then default stack. Default stack is CloudFormation stack name. It doesn't have to, it doesn't, related to the actual resource basically. Okay. Default stack is the name of the CloudFormation stack. That's it.
Yeah, when I created the script, yeah, I wrote it as like default stack is the stack name.
Just a name.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think you guys
demo
also just
instance
saw
is
what I
the,
had. Like, yeah,
yes, yeah. So the demo instance is the actual resource, what we are provisioning actually. Does that make sense, Shailaja?
Okay. Yeah. When I will do, I think I will be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Note down the question and we'll discuss about that. Yeah. So two resources are being created. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and try to explain the script, Radhika.
okay. So here the script, I got this script from I searched in the Google. So I got this. So it took a while to to know to understand the things, what all here is there. So here in the this script, I did not change, like I changed only these parameters. If you see here the parameters, we have 6 parameters over here. The resources, I know what are, like I understand like what are the resources, from where they are taking the resources and all these things, these demo security groups, but I did not change anything in this. I just copied from the Google. The only thing I changed is the parameters. In the parameters, we have 6: image ID, VPC ID, subnet ID, availability zone, instance type, and key name. Okay. So in this, how I got the like things. See, in image ID, they're asking like AMI. Here I just changed the AMI. In this case, I just gave this default AMI when we like, if we go to the AWS, in AWS, when we are creating first option, what they ask us like, what is the AMI, which one you want. So we select the default AMI, right? From there I copied. If you want to,
So what? So I'm new to EC2 instance. I mean, sorry, AWS, and I don't have image ID. So in that case, do I need to leave that one as a blank, or they will?
No. So in order to create an instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a operating system for your instance.
see
So
here we selected this default, right? So I copied from here. Why I copied this one? Why not 64-bit? Means usually the computer, all the time in the Windows computer, it will take 64-bit x86. So that is the reason I copied from here this AMI.
okay.
So I,
So yeah,
yes, Vishnu.
yeah. So the question was, the question was, so if I don't have any AMI, so how I can use the script? Is that the question actually?
No, actually, I thought we need to. Okay, yeah, I'm clear.
No, yeah. So let me explain actually. So of course, yes. So in order to provision an instance, right? So you need to have instance resources. Those resources called launch configuration. What that launch configuration means? The launch configuration should have a instance type, instance operating system, and instance security group, subnet, and tags if there are any tags, and availability zone, and key pair, and all those details. Then you could log into AWS and you could create one instance. And why we are using automation script, right? Okay, that is a good question actually. So what if I want like multiple instances that are being created very frequent, like a 2 days, and we are testing one application, and tomorrow we need 10 more servers with a different application, and we should have the same launch configuration. That means same instance type, whatever. And all I can do, I can just reuse the existing script. I don't have to write the script day by day every day. All I can do, just go there, just to click on the launch configuration, launch button. That's it. That's all I can do. How simple is that? And humans can make a mistake. You could provide like you could select a different AMI, or you could select some other instance type by accidentally, but script doesn't. Once you wrote the script, once you tested it properly, and you don't have to worry about those small things basically. So that kind of advantages by using automation scripts. And automation script, like, it's human readable. You see that the first line, AWS template formation version, that is the default, and that is how the script will start. If it is a cloud formation script, the first line is like that. You don't have to remember that either. Just Google it. What is the first line in cloud formation stack? The first line you will see that one. A small description. A small description. What goes into that is description. Simply template to create an EC2 instance, or template to create a VPC, or template to uh, create a baseline image, or template to create a 10 users. That's a small description. It's not a mandatory. It's not at all mandatory. it's like a, it's just a description. And the parameters, of course, if you are creating an operating system, easy to instance, you should have operating system, and you should provide a VPC ID. So Radhika, if you don't mind, can you go back to that EC2 console one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, click on that. No.
Yes,
You're there. Yeah. So click on that select. Yeah. And so the review and launch, right? If you click on that review and launch, so what it does is it will take that configure instance details. That means it will take default values. When I said that, can you click on that review and launch? Okay. So if you go a little bit down, yeah, you can verify the security group and you can verify instance details. Can you click on that instance details? You see that number of instances and a VPC ID. It took VPC ID, VPC 08, blah, 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 right? And we will be providing all these parameters inside the CloudFormation stack. And that's it in the parameter section. And that's it. And we can have that parameter, we can have that script where we store the scripts. What is the place that we can
in the
store the scripts?
in the
In the GitHub, that's where we will have all the code actually. Whether it's a Java code or Python code or application code or automation scripts, everything will be stored in the GitHub or Bitbucket based on the company, what source code management tool the company is using. GitLab, Bitbucket, GitHub, three are same commands, just a little bit change graphical user interface, but the same way you create branches, same way you execute commands, git clone, git push, git commit, git pull, everything is same. So that's where we store the script, and that's how we execute the script. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Radhika. Go ahead and explain the script for. Yeah, yes, that script.
Yeah. So from there, I took an AMI. If not, I think we can Google it also to get an like AMI.
Okay.
So next is VPC. This VPC and subnet IDs here in when we create instance here, so it will create automatically here. We just when we are creating instance over here in AWS, what we are going to do, we will just give AMI and the type. Just now we gave the T2 micro here. We gave that, and we gave key pair. These three only we give if we create instance in this. The other VPC and the subnet and everything, it will create by themselves. Like it will create automatically. It depends on this zone also we won't give it over there in this. The zone also it will select automatically, right? If you see the EC instance. So that is, these are the three things we need to give it here also. I just tried as it is because it was there like this. I just tried as it is. So this AMI, I took it from there. This VPC and subnet, I just took it from the Google. If you Google it, so I got this HTTP. So when I go to that HTTP,
So we can give that values blank.
Yeah, we can leave. Actually, first what I tried, Shailaja, with this script was there in the Google. I just tried like this. I tried the other way also, what you asked.
Okay, yeah, Radhika, let's go ahead and give those values blank and try to create.
Yeah, I already created Vishnu. Let me show you.
Okay.
I tried in that way also, like.
Yeah, we just wanted to see like how that works. You know what I mean? So
yeah. See, I just gave here three, only parameters were only three: image ID, instance types, and key name. These three only we give usually when we do when we launch instance in the AWS directly. So we give only three. So I just tried like this also, even though it is working. I can show you like this script we can do it in the CloudFormation and we can see whether it's like instant is creating or not.
Okay.
So here, do you want me to explain like from like again the same thing, right? AMI already I copied from there. This is default. All the time we are taking just T2 micros when we are selecting the type while creating instance. So that is the reason I took T2 micro, and this is um, my key pair, what I used all the time,
Okay.
key pair name.
So
So
yeah. So if you look at this, Radhika, you see that.
mhm,
So the first section is template version, right?
yeah,
Template format version, and we are good there. And the description is optional, and it's just explaining about the cloud formation, what this tab does basically. Simple, very simple, straightforward, one word or simple cloud formation. And the next is parameters, and you can provide number of parameters that you want, and you can even provide tags, everything based on whatever you like to provide to your instance. It's the same thing manual. When you create your instance manually, right, it's the same thing. You can
yeah,
choose there and you can provide here. So once you provide here, first time you spend a couple of hours to write the script, but next time you will be creating in 2 minutes, right? That is
yes,
the advantage. And the third thing is the resources. You see that now what you are doing is you are referencing, right?
yeah.
So
This
demo
image.
instance, yes, demo instance, AWS EC2 instance. You see that AWS colon colon EC2 colon colon instance. That is actual operation. That's where actually operation is executing basically. That is the place where your instance is building basically. In order to build that instance, you need image ID, and you need instance type, and you need key name. Without those three, it cannot be possible. If you provide those three, the default values it will take from the default values, default VPC, default security group. It's gonna create a security group, and it's gonna take a subnet, availability zone. Everything will be default unless if you want to specifically, okay, I want my instance only in the specific region, then go ahead and provide that inside the parameters. Okay, I don't care, just I don't care, as long as it's within that VPC, I'm okay with it. Then yeah, you don't need to provide all those details. So you will have those three sections. Output section is not mandatory, just for your reference, but those for troubleshooting purpose basically, output section is. But the parameter section and resource section, that's the place where we write like a little bit human readable YAML file, and we can execute the cloud formation stack. Is that make sense to anybody, everybody?
So the parameters, the type, description, default, AMI, these and all will be given by them, or do we have to do everything?
No, we have
how,
to do that.
how you are going to do that if you don't know those values, right? And each company will have a different values. And let's say if you are the one who will be building a AMI, we are using just a default AMI for testing purpose, but the companies, they don't use default AMIs, right? Because those AMI should be scanned properly, and those AMIs shouldn't have access to outside the traffic without permissions, right? If they do have access, and what they will do, they will hack the systems just like that, and they will get all the data, how many customers those people have, how many people buying gas and all the stuff. So none of the companies, they don't use default AMIs.
No, actually, Vishnu, I tried this AMI, right? This is default AMI. I gave it, but I tried with my, if you guys already, we all did the backup AMI, right? With our Apache Java install one. We
Okay.
have our AMI, backup
Okay.
AMI. I tried I tried here by giving that AMI also. It is working. After
Yeah, that is my first question, whatever I asked. Okay.
yeah, we can use our old AMI also. Like first I used, because I don't know what is the script and everything, first to make sure whether it is right, like whether I'm getting it or not, I just took a default one. Later I tried with the our backup AMI. Everybody has our backup AMI, right? We all did our
Yes.
AMI.
Yes, and sorry if I did not understand your doubt, Shailaja, but of course it shouldn't be a default value. That if it is a default value, there is no way, there is no use, right, writing that script. So
Yep.
yeah, it's not at all a default value. So you can have your own values. That's what we do. Even if you are writing CloudFormation stack, right? It's not for you. The application teams, they are going to launch their instances or they are going to deploy their applications. So you will be writing one script and you will be hand over the script to the app team so they can put their values, whatever the instance name that they want, they can add that instance name. Where they can add that instance name, when you go to CloudFormation stack and when you click on create, they can add those values here as well. So what I want you to do, Radhika, so I
Yeah.
want you to leave one yeah, so one value blank. So take that AMI ID from there.
Okay.
Yeah, take that one, copy and save it to somewhere else and remove from here. And I want you to run the script and let's see what happens.
So these are the required parameters, right?
Yes,
Image,
those are the required
instance
parameters.
type. Uh,
Yeah, but we are not providing value. But let's see what happens.
okay.
Okay, save it. Save the script.
Saved it. I saved
Okay,
it.
you saved it. Okay.
Yeah. So create step.
So go back one step, Radhika, if you can. Yeah. So you see that there are two ways that you can provide a template. So one is you can store the template in Amazon S3. What is S3 is? Simple storage service. The way you store files in your computer, the same way you create a folder nothing but directory, right? In Amazon S3, and you can store all your files there. That's it. Don't think like this is something like a, huge blah blah blah. Or you can upload a template file from your computer. So now what she's doing is she's uploading a file from her computer basically. Okay. Okay. Go down. You see that? Wait. You see that? So the default values that you had there are populated here because you have those values there defined inside that script. You did not define image ID, you left it blank, and you see the blank here. So what happens is application teams, they have their own AMIs, own image IDs. We don't provide any image IDs in the script. They will have to they will have to create a stack and they will provide their AMIs here. Does that make sense to everybody? Click next and let's see what you will see. Do you think it is going to create a stack?
No.
No. You know why?
Without a, there is no M.
Exactly. Now what you can do? Go ahead and delete this stack and provide that AMI here, not inside the script, and we will see. Are you guys getting me? Lata, are you getting me? Sridhar?
Vishnu. Following.
Write the image ID.
Basically, what we are doing is we are providing variables, like when we write JavaScript or Java, whatever. So the properties files, they don't share properties files with everybody. So
I'm pasting here.
they will reference them somewhere else, something like that. I'm not a Java developer. I didn't write any Java, but just,
So here, Vishnu,
Yeah.
I'm copying this AMI.
yeah. So you provided here.
Yeah,
So you
yes.
left blank in that script and you provided here, and let's see what happened. So it is going to create an instance, right? Of course it will.
See here, we can see the
Just
AMI. Yeah.
so now what I want you to do, Radhika, I want you to remove all your values. Okay.
Okay.
Save those values inside your computer somewhere else and push those two scripts or two scripts, three scripts to your GitHub repository. So you don't have to save them in your computer. And let's say you went somewhere and you need that script and you don't have your computer, that's fine. You can download them from your GitHub, okay?
Okay.
But make sure you remove those values, your key name, and you make sure if somebody will have your key and they're going to create like hundreds of instances and they're going to send you the invoice for them. So make sure you remove all those values, key value, and you any of sensitive data, and you can push it. You see that now it is creating an instance. Is that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Any questions from anybody? I think you have shared that script in the group chat, right? Already, Radhika?
Yes, yes, Vishnu.
Now I want you to guys go and see that script, remove those values, put your own values, and try not to copy those values to your script and try to pass it here and try different multiple ways and add an extra tag if you can. In the parameter section, add an extra value, not only existing value, try to add an extra value, try to create something like that. So one script should be more than enough because that's what we do. So once you are writing a CloudFormation stack to create an instance, right? And that's it. You don't need a CloudFormation stack to write every day. And you'll be using the same script for 2 to 3 years if you are using the same EC2 for 2 to 3 years. So there is no point writing CloudFormation every day. So all you have to do, just one time, and that's it. You should understand what exactly happening, and you'll always find a way to how to implement actually. Yeah. Do you have anything for us, Radhika?
I want to show one more thing also. I tried in this way also, like security groups. Initially, the script what I showed you the first, it was just showing like SSH. The security was just showing SSH.
Okay.
So I added here the securities also, like HTTP and all traffic. For HTTP, we give 80.
Okay.
And for all traffic, we give -1.
Okay.
This way I added all the securities here also, rather than going there and we give right all traffic or SSH or HTTP. So
Yes.
I tried in this way also. So
Did it work?
it's working. Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. So what you are doing is you are changing the inbound rules, basically. Inbound rules of that security group.
Yes,
So,
default it was there like SSH.
Yes.
So I added these two.
Yes. Yep. That's smart. Okay. Anybody have any questions? No questions?
Yeah, Vishnu, I have one question.
Okay.
Can we create a multiple instance with one stack?
Yes, you can. It's you. All you need to do just provide maybe multiple instance as a parameter and create number of instances, maybe 4 or 5 things like that. You can.
Okay.
Vishnu, can I use the same image ID multiple times?
Yes, you can. Even you are creating 10 instances using same ID. Uh, when you create manual, right? That's what they do basically. So let's say they are building a database servers, right? For example, RDS servers. They have an image for RDS, and if they build 100 servers, they are going to use the same RDS image for 100 servers. So that the RDS image, whatever image that they have, it has users, it has whatever the security group rules, everything, right? So those 100 servers should have the same rules basically. So the users automatically can get access to those 100 servers, things like that.
Okay.
If it is like a database, not database, web server, Apache installed, what we do, we just bake an AMI with Apache installed, use that AMI, 100 Apache servers, things like that. Does that make sense, Shailaja?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody?
We can create at the same time or with one stack, or every time only one instant it will create.
So one stack at a time. It will create
Oh.
one stack at a time, basically. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have to be an instance only. Let's say you want to create a snapshots, right? Or you want to create an image, right? You can do that
Mm-hmm.
as well. For example, with one stack, you are creating an instance and somebody is creating a AMI. So first one stack will be created, whether your stack or the someone's stack. Then one stack is completed, then it will go for next stack. It doesn't have to be only EC2 instance. It can everything inside AWS. So CloudFormation is nothing but infrastructure as a code. This is the infrastructure, instances, creating compute services, creating users, taking backups using snapshots, creating backups using AMIs, all those details. Uh, that is the infrastructure basically. So we should have that infrastructure in order to deploy the applications basically.
Okay.
Did, did I really answer your question actually?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions from anybody? Radhika, are you trying to show something?
No, Vishnu, nothing. No, yeah, I tried in the 3 ways. The default AMI
Okay.
and with our backup AMI with what we have Apache and everything. I tried with that. And the other thing I tried is like only the three, with the
Okay.
only the 3 parameters. This is the
Okay.
three I tried, and the security one.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the only things I tried it. Yeah. These 4 it worked.
Okay. Yeah, that is good work basically. Any questions from anybody?
I have a question, but not in this. Maybe if we stop recording again.
Okay.